making his way to the ring, the most exciting fighter of his generation. Please welcome Iron Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson in his prime, in those years from where he was just storming the gates, I put that Mike Tyson up against anybody who ever lived. That guy was a special fighter.
Mike Tyson, a name synonymous with fear, power, and dominance. A man who once ruled the boxing world with an iron fist. But as with all legends, time catches up, and even the most invincible are brought to their knees. Today, we take a deep dive into the fight that marked the end of an era, Mike Tyson's final professional bout against Kevin McBride. Before we dive into the fight itself, we need to go back in time to truly understand the significance of this bout. Mike Tyson wasn't just a boxer, he was a force of nature. Born in Brooklyn, New York in 1966, Tyson's early life was marked by poverty and violence. But it was in the boxing gym where Tyson found his true calling. Under the tutelage of legendary trainer Cus D'Amato, Tyson quickly became a prodigy. D'Amato instilled in Tyson a peekaboo style that would become his signature, a style that emphasized defense, quick head movement, and explosive counterpunching. Tyson's ferocity in the ring was unparalleled. His combination of speed, power, and aggression made him a nightmare for anyone who dared to stand across from him. In 1986, at just 20 years old, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, knocking out Trevor Berbick in the second round.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. This one is going to be over, I believe. It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
From that moment on, Tyson was a global superstar. Over the next few years, he would go on to unify the heavyweight division, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But as Tyson's fame grew, so did his troubles outside the ring. His tumultuous personal life, legal issues, and the revolving door of trainers and managers began to take their toll. The once invincible Tyson started to show cracks. In 1990, the unthinkable happened. Tyson was knocked out by Buster Douglas in what is still considered one of the greatest upsets in boxing history.
By Buster Douglas! Look at this! He's knocked down for the first time in his career! Mike Tyson hits the canvas! He's in big trouble! He's not gonna make it! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
It was the beginning of the end for Tyson as the dominant force he once was. After the Douglas loss, Tyson's career became a roller coaster of highs and lows. He faced legal troubles, including a prison sentence for rape, and when he returned to the ring, he was no longer the same fighter. Despite winning back the WBA and WBC titles in 1996, Tyson's aura of invincibility was gone. His 1997 rematch against Evander Holyfield ended in controversy when Tyson infamously bit off a part of Holyfield's ear.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out! He's pushed right here, above us by Tyson.
Tyson was disqualified, and the incident further tarnished his legacy. From then on, Tyson's career was marked by more controversies, erratic behavior, and a series of losses. By the time Tyson stepped into the ring against Lennox Lewis in 2002, it was clear that his best days were behind him. Tyson was brutally knocked out by Lewis, and it seemed like the end of the road for the once feared champion. However, Tyson continued to fight, more out of financial necessity than passion. In 2004, he lost to Danny Williams after suffering a knee injury during the fight. It was a clear sign that Tyson's body could no longer handle the demands of the sport. While Tyson's decline was well documented, Kevin McBride's rise to prominence was less spectacular. Born in Ireland in 1973, McBride was a journeyman heavyweight with a solid, if unspectacular, record. Standing 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing over 270 pounds, McBride had the size advantage over most of his opponents, but he lacked the speed and power to make a significant impact in the heavyweight division. By the time he was offered the chance to fight Mike Tyson, McBride had already suffered several losses in his career and was largely seen as a stepping stone for bigger names. But for McBride, the fight against Tyson represented the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to face a legend and potentially change his life forever.
So you're predicting a knockout in this fight, obviously.
Definitely. I'm in great shape. I feel real good. We trained a lot of hours. I put in 11 weeks, and I feel real confident for the victory. I don't think it will, but I've been doing a lot of training with a lot of tough sparring partners, and I'm going to change that schedule and fight probably every 3 or 2 months, and I'm looking forward to staying active again.
From the opening bell, Tyson attempted to recapture the ferocity that had made him a feared figure in the ring. He charged at Kevin McBride with a burst of aggression, throwing powerful punches with the intention of overwhelming his opponent early.
Now he holds back. Tyson doesn't want to keep job for.
Tyson's initial flurry showed fleeting glimpses of his former self, fast, powerful, and relentless. However, as the fight wore on, it became clear that the years had taken their toll on Tyson. The stamina, endurance, and conditioning that once made him a nearly invincible force were no longer there. His punches, while still packing a punch, lacked the sustained intensity that had defined his peak years. McBride, though not as quick or technically skilled as Tyson, had a considerable size advantage and a game plan centered around weathering the early storm. He absorbed Tyson's attacks, gradually wearing him down by leaning on him and using his weight to sap Tyson's already waning energy. The strategy paid off as the fight moved into the later rounds. By the 5th round, the signs of Tyson's fatigue were unmistakable. His movements slowed, his punches lost their snap, and he seemed to struggle to maintain the same level of intensity. McBride, sensing his opponent's growing vulnerability, began to assert himself more in the ring. He landed more punches and started to push Tyson back, a role reversal that would have been unthinkable in Tyson's heyday.
A rugged round for Mike Tyson. That was a terrific right hand to the body and another one by McBride. And once he got Tyson on the inside, he landed some very good uppercuts, a punch that we know you can get in and he was going to rely on. He leaned on Tyson. He sapped his energy by putting all 270 pounds on him, holding him against the ropes, and making a very fatigued...
The 6th round marked a turning point. In a desperate attempt to shift the momentum, Tyson resorted to roughhouse tactics, including headbutting McBride and attempting to twist his arm during a clinch. These actions, however, only served to underscore Tyson's frustration and his acknowledgement that his once mythical abilities were fading. The crowd could see that the former champion was struggling not just physically, but mentally as well. As the round went on, Tyson returned to his corner, visibly drained and disheartened. The fire that had driven him throughout his career was gone, replaced by a weary resignation. He told his trainer, Jeff Fennick, that he could no longer continue. Despite Fennick's efforts to rally him, Tyson's mind was made up. He chose to remain on his stool, effectively ending the fight. The referee had no choice but to declare Kevin McBride the winner by TKO.
Actually wins this round. It would be a 10-7 round.
The winner by way of technical knockout, the Clonus Colossus, Kevin McBride.
A result that signaled the end of an era for one of boxing's most iconic figures. In the immediate aftermath of the fight, Mike Tyson announced his retirement from boxing. In a post-fight interview, Tyson admitted that his heart was no longer in the sport and that he had fought only for financial reasons.
Does that mean we won't see you fight again?
Yeah, that's most likely. I'm not going to fight again. I'm not going to disrespect the sport anymore by losing to this caliber of fighters. I'm just being honest. I'm not taking nothing away from Kevin. I don't love this no more. I'm just in here. I don't love this no more. Oh, I'm not interested in fighting no more. Listen, I'm not trying to take anything from Kevin McBride. We know his record. We know his credentials. And if I can't beat him, I can't even beat Junior Jones.
Tyson's retirement marked the end of an era in boxing. For nearly 2 decades, he had been one of the sport's most polarizing and captivating figures. His rise to the top was meteoric, and his fall from grace was equally dramatic. The loss to McBride was a stark reminder of how far Tyson had fallen from his peak, and it was clear that his days as a top-level fighter were over. However, despite retiring from professional boxing, Tyson's love for the sport remains strong. He has continued to stay involved through various ventures, including exhibitions, interviews, and public appearances. His participation in the 2020 exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. showcased that, even at 54, he still possesses a deep-seated passion for the sport. Tyson has maintained impressive physical fitness well beyond his competitive years. His dedication to training, including intense workout routines and maintaining a disciplined diet, reflects his commitment to staying in shape and preserving his boxing prowess. Tyson has also become an advocate for mental health and personal development. By discussing his own struggles and triumphs, he aims to mentor others and offer guidance, further demonstrating his commitment to making a difference. In summary, the fire that still burns in Mike Tyson represents his unyielding passion for boxing, personal growth, and his drive to succeed in various facets of life. It's a testament to his resilience and his ability to continually reinvent himself while staying true to his core passions. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.